This is one of the best LEGO Bionicle MOCs I have ever seen. What's up, LEGO fans? Welcome to my channel, Pete's Bricks, the LEGO channel for the common LEGO fan. And we are back with another LEGO MOC breakdown video. Today we'll be looking at a Bionicle MOC from the user Brandon.Builds on Instagram. His MOC is titled Tahu Element Lord of Fire, and I have to say, this is one of the best LEGO Bionicle MOCs I have ever seen. Ever. Yes, it's that good. Before we jump right into the images, please like, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It only takes 1 second and it would really help my channel out a lot. But without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Looking at the main image, here we have Tahu Element Lord of Fire. And my first impression is, wow, this looks fantastic. Look at the glowing fire on the hands and the forearms. The mask is glowing fiery reddish orange. You have fire coming out of the ankles, the arms, the head, those smokestack looking things mounted on his back, the orange on the belt. I think Brandon.Builds perfectly balanced the amount of fire, transparent elements, and dark gunmetal gray, dark red, black. Even the little bit of blue around the shoulders aren't out of place as they tie in with the blue color of the eyes. This MOC is composed of all sorts of different parts from the LEGO Parts catalog. You have Bionicle parts, such as the mask. You have Hero Factory parts, such as those legs or the feet. You also have some LEGO system parts, like the many flames on his forearms and the dish right on the belt. I think this MOC really shines in terms of NPU, nice parts usage, and using parts that are used in a cool and uncommon way. The arms are made out of LEGO system tires, which give it a very sleek look, and I believe the blue parts are rubber bands. The part that probably stood out the most to me was the mask. You get the Tahu mask in translucent orangish red. You might think that that part is very rare, and it kind of is, but it's not that expensive to acquire. You can find the mask in set 5002941 Hero Pack. I personally have this mask myself. I think I actually got it for free at the LEGO store many years ago when they had the second or the big revival of Bionicle, which sadly didn't last long, but it gave us some pretty cool parts. If you want to talk about obscure construction themes, look no further than Ben 10. This MOC happens to have two pieces from the Ben 10 theme. I'm looking at the back of the upper legs. You have those two black pieces used there. Those are from Ben 10. Plus, you can only find those parts in black in a total of 2 Ben 10 sets. That is set 8411 Chroma Stone and set 8519 Big Chill. I own the latter, Big Chill. I think parts from Ben 10 need to be used more by MOC makers. They're super cool, super unique, and I'm pleasantly surprised to finally find them in a MOC. I think they do a great job here. I see Brandon.Builds is utilizing the pinholes in the back. I see he has some rods stuck through there. I'm not sure if it's to attach something around front or just to attach that part in place. But nevertheless, I'm glad he was able to find a use for the Ben 10 parts. Another interesting part selection are the shoulder armor plates. You can see they look really good and pair perfectly with that chest piece. Something that stands out about the shoulder plates are the detail. As you can see, those rivets and the little bolts, I'm not sure what they are, rivets, bolts, I'm going to say bolts along the shoulder. Very nice subtle detail. You can find these pieces in a total of 2 sets from a while ago. The first is set 8792 Sir Jaco, just Sir Jaco. It's a buildable figure. He used those as shoulder armor on that figure. And the other set is set 7021 Viking Double Catapult versus the Armored On-Offner Dragon. Not sure how you say that, but it's a LEGO Viking set. A super rare set. I know LEGO Vikings is super rare, and the other buildable figure, though kind of crude looking, is another construction figure. I would consider it to be construction. So already Brandon.Builds has taken from 2 not well-known construction themes, the Knights, which is kind of long forgotten, and Ben 10, which is even more long forgotten, and I think underrated. And he's utilized these really rare and different pieces that people might not think to use in this MOC. Now, while Brandon.Builds does use a lot of cool and unique parts, there are plenty of common and basic Lego parts used in this MOC that you probably have in your collection. Looking at the feet, for example, he adds bulk and detail to the side of the basic Hero Factory foot by adding some of those faucet pieces, that's what I like to call it. You can see those little gray connector pieces on the sides of the foot. It adds bulk, it adds detail, and it's a pretty common piece and very easy to do. Same thing goes for those fire expelling smokestacks around back. Just a bunch of Technic pieces, rods, some tubes, some engine parts. Nothing super rare or hard to find, but they provide a great effect for the figure and really transform him, adding tons of cool detail. I'm also looking at the back of the lower legs. Super detailed, super complicated looking, but they're actually made of simple Lego parts. Again, not super hard to find like the other parts I had been pointing out earlier. One interesting detail I'd like to point out that the MOC builder pointed out to me was that the chest is actually modified. So Lego did not make one of these silver chest plates without printing. They did make a few with printing that were included in the newer Bionicle sets, but it was decorated with printing. However, the contest that Brandon used to enter this in, it was okay to modify parts and remove printing, so that's what he did. I think it looks great. I have no problem with this. Usually I am a pretty purist Lego builder. Whenever I build a MOC, I really try not to modify anything. I don't cut things, I don't take prints off. However, I'm going to let this go just because of how good the MOC looks, and if it had printing, it would just destroy the clean effect and the matching between the chest piece and those shoulder pieces. Lastly, I'd like to read you some from Brandon.Builds' post on Instagram explaining some of the backstory on this MOC. Brandon.Builds writes, "This build is inspired heavily by my dad, who bought me my first Bionicle set, Iv'e, while he got Tahu. He spent hours with me playing MNOG and going on little adventures with me all over the house. Capturing a likeness of him in Lego is something I've always wanted to achieve, and I think that I have done that in a way that only I could. So, shout out to my pops. It's only fitting that it's my best one yet." And just to reiterate what I've already said, I think this MOC is fantastic. One of the best Bionicle MOCs, one of the best Toa Tahu MOCs I've ever seen. It makes me want to get out my bricks and start building, though I don't think I'll come up with something as cool as this. Well, that's my video, and I hope to make many more Lego MOC videos like this. A lot of other Lego YouTubers like to show MOCs. They'll be like, hey, look, it's a MOC, and they'll say that's cool, and they'll move on. I like to actually break it down. I did a little bit of research looking at the different parts, specifically the mask, the shoulders, the Ben 10 parts. I really like to go into detail and figure out exactly what parts these are. So if you see a part that you like and you're building a MOC, then you know what part this is, where you can get it, what set it's from, so then you can get it for yourself and build your own MOCs, which I hope many of you will do, inspired by the Lego MOCs I'm going to showcase on my channel. I also like showcasing Instagram builders, as I think it is an untapped source for awesome Lego MOCs. Lastly, go check out Brandon.Builds on Instagram. I'm linking his account down in the description, so definitely go to that. Follow his page on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this if you liked it. But with that being said, have a good day, keep building, and I'll see you guys in the next Lego video on my channel, Pete's Bricks.